Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Cloak and Dagger Season 2. We are finally made it to the second season, boys. Man, am I excited. Because I very much enjoyed the first season. Cannot remember what score I gave it, but that does not matter. It's been a while since we did that anyway. And also, I had to shuffle around some things because of the fact that my sister asked me to Friday Night at Freddy's Part 2. Meaning that this potentially, if that still goes through, is going to be the first review of 2026. So I guess a Happy New Year, people. Yes, indeed. I was not expecting this to be the first project of 2026. However, with my sister wanting to go to Five Nights at Freddy's, meaning I have to do a review for those two movies, sometimes your schedule gets a little bit interrupted and you gotta delay some stuff. So here we are. And also that also means that technically Daredevil goes up on Christmas and I didn't really talk about it at all because the fact that I didn't think it was going to go up on Christmas. So then in season 2, what do they fight this time around? Well, last season they fought Roxanne and now they are fighting Despair, actually. Yes, they are fighting fear itself. And I love the way that they go up against fear itself, mainly Despair. That is actually the name of the villain as well. His name is Despair, because I can't really share his real name, because he is one of those, like, will be revealed later villain. He is not really in the main cast for a long time. It's just like, oh, here's the villain. But overall, this season also explored Tandy and Tyrone very well, and also did a really good job at presenting human trafficking as being, and also technically prostitution, as being a bad thing, which I love to see because of the fact that those are bad things, you know, women having to do that kind of stuff against their will. That is a horrible thing. So then let's get into the cast, shall we? So we have Olivia Holt back as Tandy Bowen, also known as Dagger, and we have Aubrey Joseph back as Tyrone Johnson, aka Cloak, and I'm gonna put these two together because they are the divine pairing. Can't really talk about them separately because I love the way that these two characters have grown over the past 8 months. Yes, season 1 and season 2 take place 8 months apart, but I love the way, also today it is Sunday, it just got to Sunday, but anyway, I love the way that these two are together. I really enjoy the way that they talk to each other. Yes, there's still some fighting sometimes, but what couple doesn't? Even though technically they're still not a couple yet, I don't think, but they are getting there on that road. But I love the way that they interact with each other. Also, it seems like Tandy has improved her powers as well, gotten a lot more comfortable. Same for Tyrone, he has been able to cloak around even sometimes without a cloak, which I respect as well, but they are great together. Then after that we have Emma Lahana back as Bridget O'Reilly, who actually after the end of the last season now has a little bit of a split problem, but the way that this season also explores that, I like that as well. It doesn't really leave you hanging. It does get resolved by the end of this season, which I am a big fan of. It's kind of like that whole Eddie Brock Venom kind of situation, and I'm a big fan of the way that she acted as well. Then after that we have Gloria Rubin as Adina Johnson, Tyrone's mother, and we have Andrea Roth as Melissa Bowen, also known as Tandy's mother. They are here on the Wikipedia known as the main cast, so I thought I'd mention them, and they were great in their roles as well, especially Tyrone's mother. She is great in the role, the way that she has to deal with everything, because there is a problem that happens for her in this season, a little bit more later on this season. The way that she has to deal with that, it's one of those like moral problems, but the way that she has to deal with that, I love to see that. And then next up we have JD Evermore as James Connor. Yes, after Tyrone absorbed him, he is actually back in this season because the whole Tyrone absorbing thing becomes a plot point in this season, and I like the way that this guy acted. However, I can't really talk more about him. Why is he even in the main cast? Don't know, don't care. And then finally we have Brooklyn McLean as Despair, our main villain of the season, who I technically can't really show off, but I will say he did a good job. His motivation is understandable. It's just also completely wrong, and I hate everything about it, but still, you can understand where he's coming from, and I do like that. And overall, the cast knocked it out of the park once again for season 2 of Cloak and Dagger. So then, with all further ado, I don't really have anything bad per se to say about this season, so let's just go into the final verdict then. So my final verdict for Cloak and Dagger season 2 is gonna be just like the first season, which I actually looked up, an 8 out of 10. I thought the season was great, highly recommend you guys watch it, but I would still give it an 8 out of 10 for me. It's just it has more to do with feelings than anything, and also technically my opinion, but I don't really have anything necessarily specific that I didn't like about the season. It's just an 8 out of 10 feels good for this show, you know? So then, let me know what you guys thought about this season in the comment section down below. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you've done so already, turn notifications, don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel, link in the description and at the end of the video. And it also seems like this was a bit of a shorter review potentially, but that's just what happens when you need to deal with a second season sometimes. And also next week we are actually gonna pause Marvel TV for a little bit because we are going back to the movies, baby. Yes, indeed. We're not the Teen Titans, but we are going to the movies for Thor Ragnarok. Let's see if it has held up after the release of Thor Love and Thunder, which is garbage. Bye!